For a long time, I was not into celibacy. These days, I'm very open-minded. I'm very much into it. And I want to share with you my experience. So here we go. There is a spiritual purification process that takes place when you remain celibate. Me personally, I find myself to be the happiest I ever am when I am completely okay with being deeply alone and sexually pure. And this leads to a feeling of stillness and spiritual cleansing. If you are honest, your body, your mind, and your consciousness will be grateful to have this time to recharge and heal. It will be a great time to restore your spiritual balance and your subtle energies. Again, in my experience, conventional sex is something that depletes these subtle energies. And when this happens, you feel more interested in sexual pursuits and worldly desires. These things distract us from ourselves, right? So when we get lost in lust and desire, we're not really connected to ourselves. We lose ourselves to our lower minds. However, what you can do anytime is you can use celibacy as a practice and a container to help purify yourself spiritually. Now, one big area that I've seen this really helps with is your energy. So it purifies your energy. What I mean by this really is the state of mind, your level of being, the energy that you feel within, your sort of vibe, it's cleaned up, it's purified. You don't feel as sour and as low and as depleted. Instead, you feel quite radiant, but on a very, very light level. It's just subtle radiance. Because, again, you've got your subtle energies. They're intact. You feel strong, you feel spiritually whole. Celibacy is very, very powerful for this. It has a big, big effect on your energy. And, you'll feel it. You'll feel it. And the thing that it always takes me to is, ask myself, why do I feel just calmer, more still, more grounded? Why do I feel this way? Sometimes it can be the case that you've purified your energy. You've got yourself to a nice grounded state. To be honest, it's really spiritually fulfilling and rewarding. It's actually, that's why I love it. Because it's, you can just be independent when you have this. It's one of the nicest benefits of celibacy. When you spiritually purify yourself and you kind of realize, I can just be quite content on my own. It's not, not a popular thing. Most people won't really get that. But if you get that, you know what I mean. It's a really quite profound and powerful thing. To be able to be okay and quite content and happy on your own. That's pretty cool. Like you're just content. You've got your energy. That's rejuvenating you. That's healing you if you need to heal. I've barely spoken about how retention and celibacy can heal you. But it really can. If you give it time, you'll find your entire being changes. It's pretty cool. Now, it's not just your energy. Actually, a really lovely benefit of celibacy is it seems to reinvigorate your body. You feel stronger. You feel purer. You feel healthier. It's a really interesting thing, but sexual discipline leads to really good spiritual health. And spiritual health, for me, it's holistic. So it includes the body. It includes the mind. It includes your entire being. And this is felt on celibacy. It's felt very viscerally. But it's also felt, just physically. You physically feel stronger. You physically feel a bit more powerful and grounded. And this is a really nice experience to have. And the truth is, how you'll probably find your way into this is actually probably a bit of indulgence or promiscuity. No judgment. That's how a lot of people, find their way into this. Because they kind of overdid it with one thing and they say, okay, you know what? I see through my experience and my suffering, it's not that. It's something else. It's something that feels more spiritual. something that feels more conscious. It's something that I do that when I do it, I just seem to feel more whole. This is why we do celibacy. Now, the truth is, there's tons of benefits to celibacy, and actually, it's perfectly in line with the sage lifestyle, something we'll be speaking about more often in the future, becoming a sage, a wise person. However, for today, I really want you to lock in and open your mind to the possibility of you purifying your mind, your body, and your being with celibacy.